Okay, casting notice. This casting notice is very specific. Very specific. Don't forget to subscribe right down there on the bottom. Boop, 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 boop. Push that button and hit that notifier bell, because this is a casting notice that we're putting out here, helping a casting company. So there is some work here. I told you in an earlier video there'll be 3 or 4 different casting companies that are asking me to help them with some stuff. Now this one's very specific. So does it apply to me? No. Does it apply to you? Maybe. I don't know. So it's a little something different. It's not the standard type of a casting thing that you would see across the board, where they're looking for, 200 townspeople. Someone's going to play a old-fashioned milkman, and someone's going to be delivering the mail, and someone's going to be out there with 4 dogs walking like a dog walker. And you'll see a couple of kids on bicycles and some other kids walking with school books under their arms, and they're all heading to the school. Maybe see a school bus drive by. Then you may see a patrol car go that way with a police officer in it. This is not that kind of a thing. No, it's a little bit different. And one of the reasons they thought that I might be good at getting people for this is because of where I live. I'm going to probably pause because I have a barking dog out there who will drive me nuts. 1 second. And we're back. Okay, she stopped barking. They're doing the landscaping next door. When it rains on Wednesdays, I'm always hoping it will rain through Thursday so they don't have to come out there and do that, because every morning she wakes me up about 6:45 barking, because that's when they show up. They don't start the first power mower and weed whacker and blower, leaf blower. They don't start at about 7:30. But I was asked to assist with this because of the location that I live in, not necessarily because of the fact I'm an actor or anything like that, but it's just where I live. I live next door. Well, it's not really next door. There's one apartment complex. It's my complex, and then there's an apartment complex, and then there is Santa Teresita, where it used to be a hospital, and now there is an urgent care there, but also it is the retirement center for nuns. N-U-N-S. Nuns. Not nuns. N-O-N-E-S. Like, hey, there ain't nobody there. But it's a retirement center for nuns. These nuns that live there are nuns that worked in the medical arena, medical field. I've spoken to quite a few of those back when I'd walk on the trail, and they were walking. I haven't seen too many walking lately. Maybe a lot of that stopped during COVID. I saw fewer and fewer out there, wearing the full habit and everything. One lady, she wears her habit, and she has a sun hat, same as mine. So she has from here down in the habit, that she has a floppy sun hat. It's kind of funny. Maybe it'll be like the flying nun, and the wind will catch her, and away she goes. Who needs wings to fly? Certainly not I, whatever. But they like to walk. Boop, 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 boop. And there's a big sign that says nuns crossing. I filmed that on some of the other videos. If you go back to some of the older videos of me walking the trail, you'll see the nuns crossing. You may even see a nun or two walking around. But here we go. They know that I live here. This casting agency knows that I live right here by that. So she said maybe I can do this for her and put it out there. What they're looking for, and I'll film the application too. I'll turn the camera around. I'll pause, turn it around, and then I'll kind of scan the whole thing in so you can see everything they're looking for, and you can go from there. But the company is called Cara Casting, C-A-R-A Casting. I've worked with them before. They're very nice, very professional, and if you work with them, should be as well. Probably if you're a nun, you know what's going on. You're probably pretty squared away. I have played Catholic priest before, and they had people doing technical advice that were nuns, and I don't know if they were sent by the church to make sure they do it in an authentic manner or what was happening, but they did have nuns. that was training the women, the young ladies, how to be a nun on television. It's not like I'm not a nun, but I play one on TV. I was not a priest, and I play one on TV. But they're looking for nuns that have left the convent or sisterhood. So some people have left because they're retired. So they'd be qualified. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around. I'll film the application. If you were a nun and you left, this is if you left your sisterhood or covenant, they ask questions about that. This is a documentary about people's journeys, and it's kind of interesting. Might be fun to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and turn around and film that. And then I will post this on a few different things on here. Probably post a lot of it in the Monrovia area, because this is filming, I believe, here locally, not local necessarily to Monrovia, but LA County. We can maybe get some of the people locally involved. And if you live here in Monrovia or Duarte, California, maybe Azusa, for example, you probably know somebody that might be qualified for this role. Maybe you're a Catholic person and you go to a Catholic church, or maybe you go to a Catholic charity as a volunteer or as a client, or maybe you go to a Catholic hospital. Maybe your kids go to Catholic school. Who knows? And you may know someone that would fit within this this casting. So let me go ahead and pause, and I'm gonna turn it around, and then I'll probably post this on Monrovia and Duarte, those kinds of things like that. Maybe I'll put it. Are you a former nun? Or so, I don't know. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pause. Okay, and here we go. It's a nationwide documentary. The pay is pretty good, ranges between $5,000 and $15,000. And here we go. They're going to be asking for the following information, and I'll make sure that I include her email address, because that'll make it easier for you to put all this information. But it's just basically the standard information here. So they ask for a few photos, your social media, if you have social media handles, and that kind of thing. And then there's a submit button. And a couple of photos. And here we go. If you have questions, it's info@caracasting.com, or check them out at caracasting.com. That's where you'll find the application. But this is basically the application. Pretty straightforward. It's not even necessarily a full page. Name, cell phone, email address. It's basically that kind of stuff. When did you leave decision or covenant? Why you left. In this case out here, probably most of them would be retired. It'd still be pretty interesting. So let me go ahead and turn this back around to say goodbye. Here we go. And I'm back. Now I'm holding the camera by my hand. Oops. Before it was on a tripod. So anyway, I'm just holding the camera now. So anyway, if you're a nun, a former nun, retired nun, used to be a nun, ain't a nun no more. I'm a nun. Take a look at that, and let's get you booked and get some money for you. $5,000 to $15,000. That's not a bad little piece of change, is it? Take care, everyone.